Welcome one and all to another edition of Swiss's Commuting Chaos. And if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet subscribed, hit the pause button and subscribe. Yeah, it's Steve-O, we're back. It's always good to be back, Carl. I see London has adopted the new Jeopardy training method here, mate. Carl, I've got no idea what you're talking about. Steve-O, what you do is you work out a route for you to go out running and you take 2 bags of frozen peas with you. And the idea is you've got to make it back home and get the peas back in the freezer before they fully defrost. That's a 40-mile-an-hour stretch of road with double weight lanes in the middle of the carriageway. So why not take the opportunity to hold the traffic up behind you by checking your text messages whilst you continue to cycle down the road? Now what we've got here is a Burke in a Merc. He wants to go right round the roundabout, then pulls across onto the inside lane of the roundabout, despite the fact that he wants the next turning on the left. I don't think Swiss was too happy about it. Shadwillia, and when you get to sleepy little commuter towns like Reigate, they've got no understanding of things like electric motorcycles. They just stand there gawking at it. Oh, Tony, that looks like something special. Yes, Ralph, it's a top-of-the-range Aston Martin that's parked illegally in so many different ways it's untrue. He's in a bus stop on a double yellow line with a zigzag line for the pedestrian crossing. Well, if he can afford the Aston Martin in the first place, I don't think he'll be too worried about a parking ticket. And what we've got here is a complete tomb fat. And it's just as well Swiss anticipates what's about to happen, because this chap never even looks as whether there's anything coming down the road.
What about me, mate?
Now, I'm not entirely convinced that tucking your arms behind your back whilst you're running actually provides any additional aerodynamic efficiency. Oh, Tony, looks like there's a Korean wedding going on Westminster Bridge. Smashing, Ralph, but it does appear that she's not making much of an effort. She's got trousers on underneath the wedding dress. Right. And that's before we even take into account the pervy uncle staring at the bridesmaid's ass. Me, the 13th Duke of Wimborne, at a no right turn junction with a cup of coffee and an electric scooter? What were they thinking? Oh well, I guess someone's got to keep those pedestrians on their toes. Now, when exactly was it that the last time you saw a cyclist indicate? Because this chap's about to, and it's quite impressive, isn't it? And then, of course, he rebalances the universe by going straight onto the pavement, and then he's going to cut down a pedestrian-only alleyway. Oh, Tony, did you see that? It looks like a Tango Test sensation replayed at me. Yeah, smashing, Ralph. Little Napoleon here has pulled out without indicating and clearly hasn't looked in his mirrors. He stuck his hand out the window to say sorry, but given the gravity of the situation, that's a cold comfort. Yeah, so Steve-O, it looks like we're at Lambeth Bridge here, mate. Yeah, Carl, and there's no right turn from the cycle lane or the inside lane that Swiss is in. Yeah, so Steve-O, why do you think this guy's pushing his way down the inside? Well, Carl, it looks like he's going to try and turn right across in front of Swiss. And as far as Swiss is concerned, he can fuck right off. Now, it's quite clear from Swiss's position that this van's indicating to turn left. So Swiss is going to slow down and give him plenty of room. But not the 20-minute behind Swiss, who's going to accelerate towards it, and then he's going to have to engage emergency braking so he doesn't slam into the back of the van. And this is the same 20-minuter, several miles down the road in Battersea. And he's going to try and undertake Swiss at the traffic lights. But there's a car and a cyclist up ahead of him, and Swiss is all too aware that he's likely to cut him up in front of him. Don't you fucking dare. Now, it's a bit of a giveaway, right, that you're riding an illegal throttle-powered e-bike when you've not actually got your feet on the pedals of the bike in the first place. Yeah, so Steve-O, it looks like Snow White here is waiting for the bus. Yeah, Carl, I don't think so. It's clearly not Rachel Zegler. She's clearly not from Hispanic origin. Oh, hello. That looks like an illegal scooter. Well, he's not going to stop at the lights. Bloody hell, he has. But come on, man. Pull your bloody trousers up. No one wants to see your scuddy cacks. Now, the word moron doesn't even begin to describe this idiot, because I'm not actually sure I understand what he's trying to do, other than get himself killed. Now, it turns out that Swiss missed the memo that last Tuesday was the national take your mum to work on the parcel shelf of your illegal e-bike. Oh, Tony, that doesn't look like a legal bike to me. Nah, smashing Ralph. There is a Bobsin Q8, which is throttle powered, has 3 kilowatts of power, and can do up to 45 miles an hour. So what you're saying is it shouldn't be on the road, let alone the pavement. Yeah, it's actually an illegal e-moped. It should be registered, taxed, insured, and the moron riding it needs to wear a crash helmet. As opposed to a cycle helmet where he's not actually done the straps up underneath his chin, so it's no fucking use. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, what we've got here, right, is an Audi driver who's a little bit on the distracted side, and no, it's not from a mobile phone. He's having a full nasal cleansing session. He's got his forefinger so far up his nose that if he were wearing a cap, he'd be able to pull through the lining. And when we get further down the road, it appears that he's switched hands and he's now excavating the other nostril. Perhaps Audi should extend the options on this particular car and give a bucketed spade for that level of digging that's going on. Now it looks like it's the age-old tradition of prom night at Epsom Downs. And we've got loads of mothers taking pictures of their little darlings. That looks like a very fulfilling job. And further along the road, we've got a whole load of cars parked up nice and early to make sure they've got the prime spots for later on when it gets to dogging on the downs. Oh, more prom photos. Although I'm not sure about their particular costumes for the prom. Maybe they're amongst the early arrivals for later on. And there's 2 proud mums with their BMW. And their 2 wannabe James Bonds in their DJ and black tie. And there's the venue. The Queen's Stand at the Epsom Downs Derby racecourse. That's the Steve-O, we're the headline act. As always, Carl. Swiss is on the hill bypass, and that SUV up ahead's changing lanes, so he's going to have to swerve around and get back into his own lane. Oh, Streeth, mate, I mean, the chap in the red VXR, he never even looked. Ah, yeah, Carl, never even looked, let alone indicated. He just pulled straight across in front of Swiss. And then he's going to carry on straight through the red light. And you know that the Gen Z driving it is nothing more than a little... Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and stay safe out there, guys, because it's a bloody mad world.